Yeah, just thinking it through. What do they say? You either win or you learn. Yeah, it's been 15 years in the sport.
Yeah, Mr. Ryan Sands. Here we go. Watch your step, watch your step. Here we go.
So many landscapes, places and races. Success, wins, podiums, accolades, records.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Sands.
A life, a career I could have only dreamt of.
We've got Ryan Sands from South Africa and Kilian Jornet from Spain in the studio.
All built in a series of setbacks, disappointments and failures. And there's been a lot of that. Well, that's what it's felt like a lot of the time.
After 4 starts, he has yet to finish the UTMB. Ryan Sands' Chamonix curse has continued.
The biggest thing I've learned is to never give up, and that everything we need is within us. And yeah, that's the journey.
Is this where you thought you'd be this morning?
No, fuck. I thought I'd be doing some final preparation before leaving for Europe. Or at least I thought I'd be out running.
Where are you heading to?
To get a MRI of my pelvis. I know kind of in my heart of hearts or in my gut that something's not right, so I kind of think it's the end of this year's UTMB dream, or kind of, yeah. Yeah, in fact, it sucks. There's nothing philosophical or poetic about disappointment or setback. Like, yeah, just it sucks and it makes you question yourself. Self-doubt, I guess. You kind of, should I, like, do I need to keep going? Should I, like, keep pushing? Like, do I want to roll the dice again and kind of go through this all again? Because also, I guess I'm not getting any younger. It's potentially might be the end of me kind of actually kind of ever being able to give it a bash. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, I've been through this so many times. It never gets any easier. For an ultra trail race, to compete at the highest level, it requires months, sometimes years of preparation towards a goal. When that's ripped away, it feels like there's so much wasted effort. And now I'm trying to work it out in my head because I turned 40 this year and I'm happy where I am in my life. But as an athlete, that is a strange place to be. Because if I'm happy and content and kind of at peace, then I know I'm not going to win big races. In order to achieve success or win a race or do something special, there needs to be a really strong drive, a really strong will to want to do that thing. The drive, the motivation, it doesn't just come out of being happy and content. I remember back at my first 100 miler, the Leadville 100. At the race briefing, the race founder, Ken Klober, said before we started the race,
The biggest distance to conquer in this race is 5 inches. And 5 inches between your ears.
that's something I've always remembered. and learned really quickly that your body can only take you so far. Early on in my career, at the very beginning, I had nothing to lose. I wanted to discover who I was, what I could do. And then achieving some success. People started saying things because you've won a few races, saying things that make you out to be special.
Ryan achieved was impossible. That's as simple as that. You can't predict that it would happen without a long history of training.
There was this constant fear of failure, the fear that I'd fall short of people's expectations.
Stuffed up a few times.
That fear of failure, it was a big driver. It motivated me to try harder, work harder, suffer longer. To never give up. As you dream bigger, aim higher, you naturally fall short of your goals and expectations. So when I came second at Western States in 2012,
The rest of my life, fuck to me, Austin's killing it, eh?
it was such a disappointment. I know it's petty to say, but it was. But had I won in 2012, my career might have been a lot shorter. That race was a motivating factor in my life for 6 years.
Ryan Sands is struggling to keep up with the pace.
I tried over and over and over
The
again
Western States win is still proving elusive for Sands.
until I finally won in 2017. That pattern has repeated itself throughout my career. People always love to ask, how do you run 100 miles? It's about breaking the race down into bite-sized chunks. Each time you start a new bite-sized chunk, I'm telling myself mentally that I'm starting afresh. And mentally, you can just flip things around. And I think it's the same with life and having setbacks. You have to go back to the drawing board and figure things out, reevaluate things. Yeah, it's hard. It requires effort, but it's always worthwhile. It's easy to look back and make sense of things you know, wax lyrical and get all deep and poetic, but you do learn slowly. Your faith kind of increases. I have more faith now, knowing that as I failed along the way, failure itself has become a driving force in my motivation. And yeah, and I guess there's always next year.
The